Welcome to creating an economy Discord bot from scratch with slash commands. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a leaderboard command. And the purpose of a leaderboard command is to show the top 10 earners of your server so that it will incentivize your users to earn as many coins as they possibly can so that they can be on the leaderboard themselves. It will also show at the bottom the rank of the user even if they're not in the top 10. Now, this is actually one of the more trickier commands that I have made. But if you follow along, it's actually not too much code. And once you guys see it, I think you'll definitely understand how it works. Some people are confused about this one. I have actually talked to many people and they are very confused about how the leaderboard works or how you pull that data. But if you think about it, it really is not that complicated. All we need to do is go through our database, get all the members, sort them by how much they have in their balance or their bank, and then display them onto an embed in Discord. Now, I think the embed is the tricky part because we have to add each line by line number 1 through 10 for each user. But I'll show you guys how to do that right now. So let's get started. Go to commands and let's create a new leaderboard.js command. And just like always, I'm going to say this every time. Let's go to the ping command, copy this code, and paste it into your new command. So there are some things that we want to import though. First, we're going to want to build an embed for this command. That's right. It's not going to be a regular message. It's actually going to be a Discord embed that will allow us to add additional information and make it look clean in the Discord UI. So first, let's pull in embed builder. So const and then take out embed builder, and we're going to extract that from require, and then we're going to do quotations, and we're going to say at Discord JS/builders. There we go. And then next we can say const profile model. So we also need the profile model just like most videos. Require and pull it from the models folder and profile schema. There we go. Let's fill out the form. Let's say our name is leaderboard. And the description will be chose top 10 coin earners. There we go. And we actually don't need any more properties for the slash command. Now we can get right to writing it. And we can also pull in profile data. Profile data from the execute. And let's start. So what we're going to do first is we're going to say await interaction dot defer reply. So we're just telling Discord, hold on, wait a minute. We will reply to this, but let's just calculate something real quick and then we'll get back to you with the actual reply. Then we will pull out username and ID from the interaction.user properties. So we'll have access to the username and the ID of the person who's actually using the command. And we'll also want to get the balance for that user as well. So that will be part of profile data. So we'll say const balance. And we'll pull that from profile data. There we go. Okay, so now we have to create our embed. And so we'll call ours leaderboard embed. So say let leaderboard embed. And then equals, and then this is where you use the embed builder. And you can then set properties on this embed builder. So we can say set title, and we'll make our title, we'll make it in bold for Discord, and we'll say top 10 coin earners for our title of the embed. We'll then go and set the color for our embed, and you can set this, obviously you can change all these fields and you can set this to whatever color you want. This is the color we're going to go with for today, but again, you can just add any color code you want here. Totally fine. And then we'll also set a footer, but for footer you can't just add text straight up. You got to put an object and then write text inside and then write your message, and we'll say you are not ranked yet. So that's what we're going to have as the default message for the footer, but we will be changing that later once we do find what their rank is. So let's now fetch all the members from our database. All right, so we're just going to say const members, and we're going to say await profile model. And then we are going to say find. So we're going to find everybody in the database. We're going to sort them, and we're going to sort them by their balance. So we're going to say balance and then we're actually going to say -1. So this is actually going to sort them from highest to lowest in order into an array, which is exactly what we want. And then we're going to also catch, in case there is for some reason some kind of error, it's just safest to catch that error. We'll say console.log the error. We're not expecting an error here, but you never know what happens with the profile model. And then next, we're going to want to find the index for the member who's actually using this command. So now that we have all the members into this array, we can now use that array and find the index. So we'll say const member index is equal to members. So it's that array that we just created. And we'll say find index. And we'll take each member, and we only want to return the index of the member who has the user ID. So .user ID equal to the ID that we extracted from the person who used this command. So remember that we sorted this array by balance. So this is going to give us the index of the member and what their rank is. We just have to add 1 to that rank because it is an index, and indexes start at 0. So leaderboard embed.set footer. So we'll change the footer, and we will say text backticks. We'll say username. So the person who used this command's username, comma, your rank number. And then we will put the rank number, which is member index +1. So remember, you have to add 1 to that index. And then we will say width, and then we'll say their balance. So we'll say, for example, if it was me, it would say even more code, your rank is number 2 with 5 coins or whatever. There we go. Now we have the footer. And next we can get the top 10 users. So you guys can actually do top 15. You can do top 5. You can do top however many you want. We're going to do top 10. We're going to say const top 10 is equal to members dot slice. And we're going to take the first 10 users of that array. There we go. Now we just have to add each user from this top 10 onto the embed description. So we're going to start with a blank description. So set description equal to an empty string. We're then going to loop over all the top 10. So just a standard for loop, let I equal 0. I is less than top 10 dot length. I plus plus. All right, and then we'll extract each user. So let user, and we'll take that out of await interaction dot guild dot members, and then we're going to fetch the user that we just looped through. So it's going to be top 10, and you're going to want to do the indice of I, and then we're going to take their user ID. There we go. So basically, if you guys don't know what this line does, it's just going to go into our server, check for all of our members, and give us back the whole user information on this member with the ID of this. And remember, this is going to be of the top 10. So when I is equal to 0, it's going to take the first member in this array of top 10, and it's just going to find their user ID, and then it's going to fetch all the information on that user, and we're going to take out user, and what are we going to do with it? We're going to say if user does not exist, let's first return. So we don't expect this to happen, but just in case. And then we're going to find their balance. So we're going to let user balance equal to top 10. Take this indice dot balance. So we have their balance now, and then we're going to add to the description. So this is the tricky part, guys. Each time we loop through this array, we're going to add a new line to the description. So we're going to plus equal to the description, and we're going to add the string literal, and you can do bold if you want. Again, you guys can write these messages however you want, but I'm going to say I plus 1. So this is going to be the rank that this user is. And then I'm going to say user dot username, and then end the bold, and then I'll put their balance. So user balance that we just found, and you can add user balance, and we can just say coins here, or you can put a money sign, or you can do whatever you want. And then at the end of this, put \n. So this is very important. This will create a new line after every single one. That way that this formats correctly onto the embed, just like a ranking system. All right, there we go. That should get everyone's information. It should go through the top 10 users, find their balances, and add them to the embed description. So now let's say if for some reason after this loop, the description still equals this empty string, we do not want to add this to the embed because that will actually result in an error because you can't add an empty description to an embed. So what we're going to say is just if description does not equal the empty string, then we will add it to the embed. So we'll say leaderboard.embed set description, and then we're going to pass in that description that we just created with the loop, and then we're all done, guys. All we got to do is respond with the embed itself. So we can say await interaction edit reply, and you want to pass in an object, and you want to type embeds, and then you want to put an array, and then inside that array you want to put your leaderboard embed right there. So it has to be written just like this, and then we're done, guys. That's actually it for the leaderboard. I told you it's not really that much code. It's just a little bit more complicated code than our other commands. But let's run this code. We'll say node deploy commands.js. It looks like it worked. We'll say node dot, which will start our bot. Let's go to Discord and let's check out the leaderboard. /leaderboard, and it looks like there is actually an error. So I could edit this part out, but I actually think it's worthwhile to show you guys what happens when I get errors. So we get an error. It says class constructor embed builder cannot be invoked without new. So I go up here and I see, I forgot one little thing, guys. Sorry about this. Go up to here at embed builder and make sure just to add this new keyword. This is very, very important. It's kind of silly that just this one word will cause the whole thing not to work, but all you got to do is that, and that just makes a new embed builder. And that's just how you create a new instance of it. Let's save that and turn off the bot. Let's restart the bot up and let's see if this will work. So let's pull it up /leaderboard. And there we go. It says top 10 coin earners. So obviously we only have 2 users in this test server that I have. But yeah, it ranks them. Number 1 is this person with 22 coins. And number 2 is this person with 10 coins. And it'll even say in the footer what rank the person who used the command is. So for example, if the user who used the command is actually not in the top 10, it would say, okay, you're rank number 23 with this many coins, even if you're not in the top 10. So it's an easy way to check your rank, easy way to show the top 10 users. And yeah, that's basically it for the leaderboard command. If you guys have suggestions for this command or suggestions for new commands, please leave them in the comments below. Really, I want to hear all your suggestions. If you guys want me to build new commands, just tell me your idea and I can learn how to build it and I can make a video on it. Please like and comment on this video. It really helps my channel, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this leaderboard command. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.